Come with me on a little journey to a place halfway around the world. Let me show you a country in the South Pacific made up of 7,000 islands called the Philippines. After a 21-hour transatlantic flight, we land in Manila, the most densely populated city in the world. 21 million people live in the area. Metro Manila swells to 15 million people during the day. This is just one of the areas where we will see the work of Risen Savior Missions. At the beginning of our journey, we visit a place called Happyland, located in the Tondo district of Manila. Happyland sounds like it should be a pleasant place to visit. Happyland is actually a garbage recycling dump. Living here is a community of 8,000 to 10,000 people that call it home. Most work as the garbage recyclers of Manila. Father and DC escort us into the dangerous dump. Father does ministry in the dump, so many of the people know him. If not for the Filipino priest, we would not have been able to safely travel here. This is not your ordinary tour. It's only where missionaries dare trod. In fact, most of the people in the Philippines have never seen this or even know about it. Or they think it was closed by the government years ago. We get to a corner where Father has stopped. He is speaking with a young boy that looks to be about 12 years old.
He segregate the papers and the plastic, the bottle, he segregate, and then they will sell this one, no, the papers.
I call him the garbage bag sorter.
Ano namang hiya? Ako si Father Saldi dito sa San Pablo.
The stench is overwhelming.
Pangalan totoo.
I try not to breathe through my nose. Flies are buzzing everywhere.
The source of income, in order for them to buy some food for their family, they segregate the papers and the cartons and the plastics, and after that one they sell that one.
I ask how long he has been living in the dump. He says he was born here. We get to another corner. There is a man cleaning up plastic bottles and sorting them. He is very fast and efficient. The bottle sorter is a true garbage dump entrepreneur. He grabs a bottle and using a razor blade, he removes the label. If there is soda in the bottle, he will pour it on the ground. If there is water, he will pour it into his bucket. I wonder how many bottles he has done in his lifetime. The ground is getting muddier. Jerry's daughter Pam had told me before we left that I may want to bring 2 pairs of boots. She knew what I'd be walking through. We picked our path through the rutted-up garbage dump streets. Some people don't care if I take their photo. Others turn and hide as they see me raise the camera. We come to where the feeding site is. It is closed today. Only the children and pregnant mothers are fed here through Risen Savior missions. It only takes 2 cents to feed a child for 1 day. It's amazing to see that even in these desperate conditions, the little children still have joy in their eyes. Ask her how long she's lived here.
Ilang taon na daw po kayo nakatira dito?
Ano na ako na 20. Ilang taon ka na? 17.
17 years.
We continue through the dump looking for other entrepreneurs. We come across a man that I call the restaurant owner.
Munggo.
He sells prepared food to the locals.
Dinuguan.
The food sits out in the open, unrefrigerated.
Adobong baboy.
This man tells a story of how he used to live in a regular house, but his adult children were all sent to jail because of dealing drugs. The court posted a high bail, so he had to sell his house to get them out of prison.
Kasi pagka umulan,
He has nothing now and has been forced to live in a dump.
yun lang kaya natin dito, yun lang kaya na pera.
He feels ashamed that he has to live here with his young daughter,
Paupa sa labas. Ay, ang upa kasi.
but there is no other place to go. Jerry waves to me and says there is another person I may want to interview.
Madaling araw, ang mga bandang alas 5 ng madaling araw, maalis na ako.
Maalis na po kayo.
I call him the cart pusher. The cart pusher will go out with his cart starting at about 9 p.m. and collect plastic bottles and other materials. He can earn about 2 cents for each kilo of plastic he collects. On a good day, he can make 150 pesos. That converts into $2 or $3 American dollars a day. It's difficult to feed a family on so little. There are hundreds of thousands of malnourished and starving children in the Philippines. I ask to see inside the cart pusher's home. He takes me into his little shanty composed of tarps, wood framing, and a steel roof. I apologize to him that I had muddy shoes on.
Ako yung gumawa ng bahay na to.
He says it's okay.
Tatlong araw ko.
I am surprised that he had power and that there is a light bulb turned on. In many areas, a resident nearby that has regular power service from the utility company will sublet it to others and charge for the service. I look at his simple kitchen and then walk into his latrine. I don't ask where it is drained, as it can't be hooked to anything. As we leave the shanty, I am amazed at the strength of the human spirit. Humanity will descend into the deepest depths of impoverished living conditions and still do whatever it takes to survive. As we are leaving Happyland, a young boy approaches me and takes my hand. He wants me to take his picture.
I'll tell him to stand here.
His appearance is striking. Dirty face, penetrating black eyes, and an orange streak in his normally jet black hair.
Ask him if he's hungry.
The orange streak can sometimes be a sign of vitamin deficiency, a form of malnutrition. I look into his eyes. It's one of those Jesus moments. His face will haunt me.